What's up, everybody? It is a Blue Drake, and as you know, I am very excited to be playing Teardown right now. Teardown is a voxel-based game with fully destructible environments and physics simulation that is some of the most advanced physics simulations I have ever seen in any video game, much less a voxel-based video game, but it is amazing. And today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be testing out the physics of fire. So we've got a blowtorch here, and we're going to start setting fire to a couple of things to see if we can start testing out. Oh, there we go. All right, so we started a small fire, testing out how the fire propagates and how it affects different materials in the game, because there are different materials and they are all affected differently. So here we're going to so we're going to start burning down this tree. As you can see, as the base of the tree gets burnt away, it'll actually collapse, and the rest of it will collapse as well. Let's see. So it looks like a couple of leaves have caught fire here. And you're going to slowly watch as the fire burns away and little pieces of the tree drop off. Look at that. That's so cool. And it'll slowly build and swell. And then what we're going to do is we're also going to show off some of the smoke effects. So I'm going to take some things like wood and maybe start a fire in a building, and we'll actually see how that propagates throughout the world. Let's see here. We're going to start this fire. There we go. Get a little bit of a fire started in the center there. There we go. Now it's starting to really build up. And it kind of starts small and slow, and then it slowly kind of like all smolders and like expands all at once. Oh, look, there it goes! Oh, this is amazing. Oh, this is so cool. And there it goes. It's actually interesting. You see the top of the tree, it got kind of like fell off, and it actually isn't on fire. So it's kind of interesting how, depending on how the fire burns, you can kind of actually stop the propagation by kind of like cutting it off from other things that could burn. You know, it makes me wonder, you know, for instance, like if there was a wildfire that was started, you could maybe kind of like dig a line and kind of like stop that fire from propagating, kind of like how they do in real life when they dig lines in order to stop wildfires. So there we go. So this tree is still burning. It looks like it's kind of gotten down to the ground now. We'll have to see if the grass catches fire. Ooh, I think it is. Oh, it's really burning now. And as you can see, so this is made out of metal and stone, and you'll see sometimes the stone will have a little bit of fire that catches onto it, but since this isn't flammable, unlike the leaves and the wood over here, it actually won't catch fire. There we go. Okay, so the fire has slowly gone out. Different things will actually catch on fire more or less. In fact, I imagine you could use this to simulate, you know, dry and wet environments where, you know, if things are too dry, it'll actually burn more easily. But here, let's go ahead. Let's go in here. Let's grab one of these boxes. We're going to grab a couple of boxes, and we're going to, let's see. In fact, I think I want to find some place. I guess this kind of works because there's some lights in here as well. There's a bunch of wooden things. Let's see here. Let's grab this big box. All right. So here we go. So we're gonna catch a couple of different things on fire here. So we're gonna grab this. There we go. So started a fire there. Started a fire there, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're also gonna start a fire probably over here. There we go. All right, so we've set up 3 points where this fire has started. We're going to get on top of this giant metal canister. Well, or we're going to fall off the giant metal canister because we are bad. Gotta get over here before this burns down all the way. There we go. Awesome. All right, so now we get to see. So check this out. So you'll see as the smoke actually reaches the top of the room, and as more smoke actually starts to build, you'll see the smoke actually start to pool in different places. which is pretty cool. So like, and there's actually different types of gases as well. So you've got the smoke, and obviously the smoke is hot and it rises. Or you also have the extinguisher, and obviously the extinguisher outputs like a very a very cool smoke. You know, just like in real life. You know, like the fire extinguisher, it's kind of like built to be a fire retardant, so it's not as hot as like the normal smoke. So watch this. So if I do this, you'll see it that it actually falls to the ground. So you actually have different densities, different buoyancies for the different smoke, and it'll actually have different effects on different things. And you'll also see that the smoke also scars its environment. So even if there is something that doesn't catch fire, so for instance, like the stone here, even if that doesn't, oh, whoa, that's so cool. Even if the stone doesn't catch fire itself, you'll notice that there's actually scarring that the flames actually put on the side of the wall. And this is actually kind of like a voxel painting system. So just to kind of showcase this, like we also have this spray can, and you'll notice I can use this spray can to also paint on walls. So it's kind of like the same effect. But this is just kind of like a natural, organic effect of the fire actually scarring the environment. I think this is a really cool little detail. Like, for instance, here you can see where there was the burning from the box. Over here you can also see like the scarring on the floor. I think that's really cool how it affects its environment, where even if it doesn't even if it doesn't destroy something, you can still see the effects. All right, so let's actually go. I want to start a fire maybe in a smaller building. This door is locked for some reason. Don't know why. It's not locked in another one. Let's see. Let's use our sledgehammer. Boom. Now the sledgehammer also does not affect. Oh, there we go. Affect all things. It only affects kind of like light, like wooden or plaster or stuff like that. But for instance, you'll see like this this metallic gate and this stone hard surface. It doesn't affect. You can destroy the grass with it, and a little bit of the ground, but you can't destroy any more than that. So different surfaces will actually react differently. So for instance, you know, like this, I can't destroy with a sledgehammer, but a bullet hole will actually penetrate through it. And I think that's really, really cool that there's all of these different materials that have different effects. And let's go ahead. We're going to start a small fire in here, because I think that this will also help. You'll see the smoke, the smoke effects much more accurately in this. In fact, let's go ahead, and then what we'll do is we'll blow a hole in the roof here, and you'll actually see. So you'll see the smoke actually billowing to the top, and it will actually go through this hole, and you can kind of almost create like a little chimney. You'll kind of see it go through the roof as the smoke continues to billow up. So like this is fully volumetric simulated smoke, and the smoke will also actually hurt you as well. And I think this is kind of cool because depending on where you are, so like for instance, if I'm right here, you know, like you're choking on the smoke, but you can also get low to the ground, and you can limit the amount of damage. Well, okay, now the entire thing's on fire, so it's going to be kind of hard to get away from it. But you can kind of limit the amount of damage that it does to you. Look at this. Look at how cool this is. Is this not amazing? This is amazing. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're gonna try to help this whole thing collapse. As you see, the building will slowly collapse, and if the entire ground floor is disconnected, then the entire upper section of the building will continue to collapse into the ground. Look at this, the entire building. That's so cool. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some of the vehicles. So for instance, you have a vehicle here, and you can actually move the arm. Now, I don't know how, I haven't figured out yet how to move the, how to move the upper section left and right. I'm not sure if you can. And you also have a hook here. If we take this over here, let's see if we can. Oh, you can. Okay, well, I kind of messed that up then. But you can see that even the vehicles are all fully physics simulated. So, so for instance, like this little car here, which is still drivable, by the way. So even though it's pretty damaged, you can still drive it around. And all of the vehicles can actually interact with one another. So, like, let's say you have like a forklift, or even better, here, we've got this semi-truck, and this semi-truck has an attached trailer. So we're actually going to take this over here. I'm going to try not to wreck it. Oh, we just hit that tree. And let's see here. Let's go ahead, bust this back open. Oh, here we go. There's some stuff inside here. And then we could actually, we could use this, even though this back door. I wish they had like a door that you could open for the back, so you didn't have to destroy it. And then we could take, you know, stuff, and we can put it in here. Or we could also, you know, for instance, use, you know, this little thing, so you can kind of make use of tools, kind of like. Well, I'm not sure if would that actually work. Can I actually like use this for its original purpose? I'm not sure. Hold up. Grab this thing from the base. There we go. No, you can't. So we can grab this though. Let's put this in here. Oh, get in there. There we go. And then we can go ahead and get in our semi-truck. And who needs a door, right? Oh! And we could take our stuff and drive off with it. Unfortunately, the map is not particularly large, but I mean, it would be cool in the future if you could potentially imagine like a trucking simulator with this. That would be absolutely hilarious. Is there anything in here? Hold on, let me see. No equipment, nothing. All right, so we also have these bombs, and we have these planks. The planks are actually pretty fun because you can do different things, and they kind of allow you to interact with the world in different ways. So we're going to go over here, get up on this thing, so you can kind of like, there we go, create like a structure. But the plank is actually still physics simulated as well. So like, let's say we were to take out this, whoa, you can see that the plank will actually kind of act as like a hinge. There we go. So it's kind of, now this is like dangling. Here, if I were to take this off. And you actually hear, it's pretty cool. If you listen, you can hear the plank kind of like stretching. It's the little details that are really cool. Like you can hear the stresses of the environment on, I don't know, I think that's pretty cool. Like you can hear the creaking of the wood. I don't know, that's kind of fun to me. And then here, watch this. If we were to go ahead and destroy these little segments here, you can see this entire this little tube here kind of like bend and fall. Here, let's go ahead, place a bomb on this end. Ooh, there we go. And you can see there's actually a fracture here, and it just kind of like got cut in half. Look at that. How cool is that? How cool. It's amazing. That's what it is. It's 100% cool. And then you can also use things like the blowtorch. So for instance, like right here, and more planks. Like we can't use our sledge to get inside of this building, but we can use our blowtorch. So for instance, like with the blowtorch, you can cut through different objects, and obviously, since it is a blowtorch, it will catch things on fire if you try to cut them, but metal and stuff like that, which it is made for, it will not catch on fire. All right, let's see here. This top here, get these main bits. There we go. And now that will fall. Look at that. That's so cool. There's so much more potential for this game. Like, I think there's going to be so many cool things that you can do. The stuff that the game modes and the stuff that you can do right now are kind of like basic concepts, but I feel like you could take this so much more further. So much more further. Here, and just for the fun of it, boom. That was a propane tank. All right, let's see. What else do we have? Let's see. Is there anything in here? Ah, yes. This is what I was looking for. Blowtorch. Always more. And then you'll have different things in the environment that kind of react in different ways. Whoa! So some things are explosive. Some things will release smoke when you destroy them. So you see, like, since that was kind of like a large canister of gas, it'll kind of like release a big puff of volumetric gas. And you can also use this blowtorch to cut through this metal. Let's open this door. There we go. Oh, get both these hinges here. Oh, and you can see, unfortunately, the other side of this was wooden and flammable. So now we've got to put out the fire. Oh, still there. Ooh. You can see the fire extinguisher, kind of like smoke billowing out. In fact, here, this is actually pretty cool. I think if there was a hole in the floor, watch this. This is pretty fun. So we'll put a bunch of fire extinguisher smoke up here, all up here, and then we'll go downstairs. Look at this, and you'll see it pooling out. Look at that. How cool is that? And it'll come out of all of the different holes, because it's a fully fit volumetric simulated smoke. Oh, hey, something in here? Nope. And even the doors. So, like, if you shoot the door, you can still open the door. You know, so like if there's like a locked door, you can like boom, bust the lock, and then the door can still be opened. And then you have other things like here, like this plant. Well, I was actually going to show you something about that plant, but I just destroyed it, so never mind. Because like parts of it are more flammable than others, so you could like catch the top on fire, and then like the plant will burn up, but the pot will still be there. Let's see here. What else is there? Ooh, yes, there's a shotgun and a pipe bomb. Let's go ahead and let's cut inside of this thing. There we go. Yes, and we're inside. I think what would maybe be cool in the future is if you could potentially have something like Factorio style, where you could actually create like working machines and stuff that actually, you know, kind of like I know that Minecraft had a bunch of mods like this where you could have like full-blown like factory systems and whatnot. All these supplies. How many rocket launchers do I have now? 12. Well, open up. All these locked doors, but they don't matter to me. All right, there we go. Let's see here. So here's kind of like other pipes and stuff that we could destroy if we wanted to. In fact, let's actually, I'm curious to see what happens with this right here. So let's go ahead and destroy this thing. Ooh. Oh, is that wooden? Uh-oh, it's catching on fire. Oh! Oh! Oh, look at that! You can actually see it's kind of like a jointed system. You've got all these kind of like joints in the center. Oh, and look at this. This is interesting. You've got the burning log actually caught. It kind of scarred some of this right here. Boom. Oh. Boom. There we go. So cool. So cool. All right, here. Let's go ahead and we're going to check the other side. Uh-oh. And then I'm going to show you this building. Oh, oh no. I just crashed this poor boat. Look at this boat. Oh no. Alright, let's go inside here. Let's Let's see, is this door going to be locked too? I don't know what it is about sandbox mode, where everything is locked. Go upstairs. Here we go. Upstairs. Go out the side. How do I get to the roof? I know there's a roof access point. Where is it? Alright, here we go. So, this is actually going to be it for this video. The next thing I want to show you is these large power lines. So we're actually going to cut down these power lines, and you're actually going to see the these lines and the tension that they have. You'll see them kind of like push and pull against the other ones. You'll see other towers collapse. You can actually kind of like kick off a domino effect. It's really amazing. But if you want to see that, make sure you press that subscribe button, because that's going to be in the next video. And if you enjoy these teardown videos, make sure you let me know down in the comments below. And if you want me to show you anything else that is possible in teardown, please also tell me in the comments. All right, that's it for today. Remember, as always, Blue Drake loves you, and I'll see you in the next one.